Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to the 90,000 subscriber live stream. And I'm here with you, your friend Ram with us. Ram. Thank you so much for
Florida homeowners, if you'd like to raise your electric bill at
rejoining.
no cost to you, then keep watching this video.
Oh my god. No. We got some technical problems because of the new setup that I tried that didn't work. But thanks for sticking around, whoever rejoined. Whoever didn't, you can still watch the rebroadcast. It's going to be available. It's going to be available later. Hare Krishna Vinay, Man, Kumar, Prakash, Apit, everyone who is in the house of the stream. Pleasure seeing you. I'm going to pull out the comments. Partha Paul, one of the YouTube members that joined the live. Thank you so much for joining too. I'm going to pop the chat out. Okay. All right. So yeah, it's been a long journey. I would not imagine that I would reach 90,000 subscribers, and hopefully when we do the real party, the 100,000 subscribers too, that'll be quite a milestone. I many times hear it from like either YouTubers or people in general that it's quite interesting how it's like difficult to reach 100 subscribers, then 1,000 subscribers, and like 10,000 subscribers. I thought, okay, 1,000 subscribers is like the masks, and then 10,000, then 20, and then 30, and it's really sort of like inconceivable, and I guess inconceivable because it's all thanks to you, thanks to everyone who subscribed, who liked, who shared. You're like Somand, who said that he watched my videos for like over 4 or 5 hours or something like that in the last few days. So thanks to you, my dear audience, it's actually possible, and in a sense it's inconceivable for me because I don't know each and one and single one of you, and that's kind of the conflicting feeling that I'm dealing with a lot lately, that there are 100,000 subscribers, 100,000 people, sorry, not 100,000 yet, 90,000, 91,000 actually. Just before I launched the stream, I reached 91,000. And I don't really know each and one and single one of you. I know some of you. Some of you email me on my, correspond me with me through my Gmail, Ramachandra Ramalunin dot at gmail.com. Here, let me put the at gmail.com if you would like to ask me anything or have a consultation or whatever you wish, or through my Instagram page, Living Rama, the same as the no, Prakash, I'm not married yet. So yeah, and it's a bit overwhelming because I want to get to know you. I want to get to know really what is happening for you, and where is your mindset? Where is your obstacles in your life? What are your struggles? What are your goals? What are you trying to achieve? Like I'm right now trying to achieve the 100,000 subscribers, right? 100,000 milestone, and hopefully before my birthday it's gonna happen. My birthday is next month, so it seems that it's gonna happen before. So you know so much about me, but I don't know about you, and because of that, I'm specifically thinking and contemplating how to how to uh, um, how to give you a platform or give you an opportunity to express yourself more, and that's what's been going in my mind recently. And considering that, here I'm gonna put the wide lens so you can see more where I'm at. And considering that, considering how to do that, I'm planning these series of videos. If some of you watched the video about how your human experience is important in your spiritual life, spiritual growth, you acknowledge that in the end, I'm pitching to sort of like a workshop. There's going to be a workshop that I'm planning out in the end of October, where we're going to discuss all the topics I'm going to be bringing in the rest of the videos around what is the difference between humility and humiliation, how being responsible and purposeful is important for a balanced life, and specifically spiritual life, and so many other topics that sometimes, especially in our spiritual circles, I personally experienced, and I feel that many of us sort of jump over them or neglect them or think that they're not important, but they are important. And if you do got benefit already so far from watching my videos, I recommend to subscribe. If you didn't, hit the notification bell so you know when these videos are coming, and hit the like on this live stream so more of your friends can join, and you're gonna see more of them. So let's see who's here in the comments with us. So it seems that there are more people than usual, or people at least commenting more than usual. Satyamav, I see you there. Thank you for joining the membership program. The cool thing about the membership program, some of you don't know what I'm talking about, is the join button underneath this video. If you click join, you're going to have like a little 1 minute video about what you're getting. And in terms of interactions, it's just easier for me to see Satyamav's comment and be more attentive to him. Frying paneer and ghee taste like meat. Yeah, I think I've heard something like that somewhere. So Dragon Gaming, thank you for joining the stream again. Some of you have seen in the last stream, but okay, I think I'm going to rearrange a bit the setup so I can see your comments better. Give me a second. In the meantime, let me know where you're watching me from and what you're up for today. I'm gonna check out and if you have any Q&As too, I'm gonna check out your questions in a second. Okay, now it's better. Now it's more or less the regular setup. So oh, Harley, how's it going, Harley? Yeah, thanks for pointing out that I'm not married. Yet, at least, not married. If you marry early, you might regret it. Okay, so David Harley is in the house. Iran, Sagar. I think in the previous stream, someone from North Carolina, Mark, right? Mark joined from North Carolina. Are you still here, Mark? Amit, Ram. So I'll just let a little bit more people join. Hey, Curiosity, nice to see you. And okay, Mark is still here. I think I sent you, Mark, a book once, right? The She Isha Panishat or something like that. So well, more people joining. I got to take the time and chant. I brought the harmonium right here so we can play all together.
Hare Rama
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna Partapol. Thank you for joining the membership program. Yeah, so 90,000. I remember the really big deal for me personally gonna be the 100,000, and I think that was 70,000 that I did a stream on the beach in Israel. So that was quite a while ago. Oh yes, curiosity. It's 91,000. You're right. It's 91,000 already. And yeah, it's puts me in a big place of gratitude to you all, whoever watched the videos, whoever shared them. Specifically, why sharing is so important, because that's actually how the videos are being distributed. The algorithm, it helps, but mostly it helps because people are already sharing. So thank you so much. Oh, thank you, Aditya, for your super chat donation. Meet Lord Krishna daily or vanish into him for once. Yeah, there is like this aspect of like merging with God, merging with Krishna. That's one type of liberation. But there are 4 more types of liberation, which is more of a constant daily approach that we can have here. It's actually spoken about in the Bhagavad Gita in the introduction, which brings me to a topic that I wanted to mention actually in this live stream. I wrote down a few things that I wanted to touch, and one of them is the upcoming Bhagavad Gita book club, the private personal book club study that I'm organizing here on the channel with you. It's going to be a live intimate group. Already few people messaged me, about a dozen people, and I replied to them with more information about it. It's going to be available for my supporters on YouTube and on Patreon. Specifically, whoever signs for the tier that involves the book club. For here on YouTube, it's going to be the Krishna Familia tier, and on Patreon it's just called book club. So make sure you check the link down in the description. There's a link to my Patreon there, and the membership program is right below. So if you would like to participate, we're starting already next Saturday, not this one but next one, and it's going to be about the Bhagavad Gita as it is. If you would like to get the book for you to read it by yourself, I highly encourage you can find it on krishna.org or something like that. Krishna book. There is a link lying below for the books, because someone I think asked me where he can find a free online version. Hare Krishna from Germany. Wie geht's? Korpater. I stayed in Germany for some time, not as a practitioner of my spiritual practice, but I did stay there. London. Karan from London. Epic. Let me bring the monitor a bit closer so I can keep track of the comments and engage with you. So yeah, I had a bunch of topics written down, but they're all on the phone, and I ended up using the phone because if some of you noticed, the stream didn't work in new setup, and I had to put the old one. It was a bit of a mess. Shuvik from Jersey. Hey, how's it going? East Coast. So many people from the East Coast here already. Sherbrooke. Quebec. Québécois. Oui, comment ça va? I lived in Montreal. That's actually where I met my spiritual path, my spiritual practice in Montreal. I lived in Park Extension for like 5 or 6 years, and straight after that I just started traveling. Thank you for your generous donation, Jai Simha. Yeah, so it's a landmark. Definitely, it is a landmark, and someone, I think, in one of the comments asked me, how do I feel about reaching that landmark? And I have to say that I feel very responsible, very responsible. Like now it's like 50 of us, and people come and go, and people gonna watch it after. Whoever watches us live, or he's gonna watch the rebroadcast, I feel responsible for kind of embodying the qualities that will help everyone who will watch these videos. You know, like vulnerability, being authentic, being feeling guided by God, by Krishna. And for me especially, I think the most important quality to embody at this time and place and place where I'm at with myself is to be authentic, just to be myself, and not let the audience, the amount of the different types of audience kind of influence me, right? Influence. So for anyone with a YouTube channel, you know what I'm speaking about. It's challenging. It's challenging because there's pressure. There's always pressure. Am I from Israel? Am I Jewish? Yes, I grew up in Israel, in like a Jewish, sort of like a Jewish upbringing, but not necessarily a religious Jewish upbringing. In Israel, many people are just secular. Be Brave is asking, how important is association? Wow, I think it's like kind of like everything, because you know we learn from the Bhagavad Gita how association dictates our desires. You know, like there's a saying, if you don't want to smoke, if you don't like to smoke, but you associate with people that smoke, sooner or later you're gonna start smoking. And I read in another place how we are the average of the 5 people that we associate with the most. And yeah, in spiritual life it's not different. It's if we want to progress in spiritual life, we should, you know, associate as much as possible with people who want to progress in spiritual life too. Abhishek asked me to take his name. Here, I'm gonna take your name and eat it. Darshan. How to join the workshop? Okay, so yeah. What if you don't know anyone? Well, that's the power of books, of reading. Like I personally, you know, every book that you pick, like I have here tons of books here on the side. So I have like books from the Vedic tradition, psychology, many other things, personal development. So each and one of the books. Oh, thank you, Avish Roy, for your generous contribution. Personally, I find myself many times alone, but still I'm able to get association. How? By reading books. Every book that you read, it's not just the author that you're associating with, but you associate with so many characters. Thank you, Furious, too, for the super chat contribution. It's a great boon. And you know, now in this day and age, you know, YouTube, you can associate with so many, either that's creators with YouTube, or just different things, different manifestations of knowledge like that. Where to get books? Any websites? Yeah, well, specifically if you would like to get books like Bhagavad Gita, ABCD of spiritual knowledge, I recommend to check out the link down in the description. There's a link to these books. Krishna Path, that's the link, Krishna Path. Aditya, thank you so much too. May Lord Krishna bless us and help us to get out of the pandemic. Yes, yeah. It's an interesting time, place, and circumstance to celebrate, right? Specifically, like in Israel, I'm not in Israel right now, and thanks to Krishna, I'm not in Israel. Because if I would be in Israel, I'll be really under lockdown. Israel is like, I think it's the first country who went into a complete lockdown for the second time already. Recently, like a week ago, they did that, and if I was there, I'll be just. It will be much more difficult. Right now, I'm in Florida, and since I got here to participate in the Satvatove seminars, if you don't know about Satvatove, there's a link down in the description too. Thank you, Karan. Srimad Bhagavatam, Srimad 15:15. Oh, that's my favorite verse. Mathas mirtim gyanam apohanam cha. Spend some time to understand this one verse, and I promise you will find nothing but joy, courage, and strength in life. That's an epic verse. And you know what? Why don't we read it right now? At least a portion of the commentary too. It's I'm happy you're bringing it up. This verse, that's like one of the first verses that captured my attention in the Bhagavad Gita. In general, the Bhagavad Gita, if some of you don't know, Bhagavad Gita means the Song of God, and it's the one scripture that can give you a direct experience of God. You know, what is better than speaking to someone who knows God, or like a prophet, or just to speak to God himself? So here God doesn't just speak, but he sings. So that's even better than God speaking. So yeah, the 15th verse of the 15th chapter, it's my very, very favorite verse from the Bhagavad Gita. Thank you, Karan, for reminding me of that. And that's mainly why I like the live streams, because we can have interactions like that and spontaneously. Hey, Curiosity, thank you for your contribution. Lots of love. Thanks a lot. Kornup likes the 62nd. Okay, so we're going to read the 62nd verse after. But I love these interactions. Some of you already been here, who've been previously in the live streams here. I assume that some of you. What I like about these interactions is that we can meet up and do these kind of exchange verses, or read some of the verses according to your questions with the tarot card reading, Tarot Bhagavad Gita. Maybe we're going to do it after. If you have already in mind, like around some questions, we're going to flip some cards for you. But yeah, let's read this verse. It's really cool. 15th chapter, 15th verse. Thank you, Kartik. 108, loudest number. You can get actually the 108 stickers on my merch. It's just like the emoji, the 100 emoji, but it's 108. And it's copyrighted to me. So let's see. What's that verse says? Sarvasya chaham hirdisana vishto, mathas mirtim gyanam apohanam cha. Vedantis cha sarvayam ham vavidyo vedantavit vedantakrit eva chaham. I am seated in everyone's heart, and from me comes remembrance, knowledge, and forgetfulness. By all the Vedas I am to be known. Indeed, I am the compiler of Vedanta, and I am the knower of the Vedas. And there's a commentary here by Srila Prabhupada, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami. The Supreme Lord is situated as Paramatma in everyone's heart. Anyone's name here is Paramatma too? The living entity forgets everything of his past life, but he has to act according to the direction of the Supreme Lord, who is witness to all his work. Therefore, he begins his work according to his past deeds. Required knowledge is supplied to him, and remembrance is given to him, and he forgets also about his past life. Thus, the Lord is not only all-pervading, he is also localized in every individual heart. He is awarded the different fruitive results. He is not only worshipable as the impersonal Brahman, the supreme personality of Godhead, and the localized Paramatma, but also as the form of the incarnation of the Vedas as well. So that first portion that we read from the commentary, I highly recommend you to check out this Bhagavad Gita as it is edition in krishnapad.org. The link is down in the description. Because this, I like how Prabhupada very significantly, he mentions that the proof of, this is the proof of actually of karma. Oh, thank you, Pratap, for a contribution. The proof of karma is that some people are more inclined to certain fields of activity, certain professions, right? And some people are not just more inclined, but they have more talent, like natural talent, like they say. So actually, according to this verse, there's nothing like natural talent. Actually, all the talents are already cultivated from a previous life. And by the arrangement of the supersoul in the heart, we are practically led towards that field, almost unconsciously, right? Like I've seen this like video recently of this like little kid who hears a violin and he naturally is like drawn to a violin. This is actually what happened to me when I was a child. I was like naturally drawn to a violin. So probably, most likely, I had something to do with violin in my previous life. And yeah, some people are not. And it's a very nice explanation. And I was immediately captivated by this verse because everything made so much sense. And this is what I specifically like about the Bhagavad Gita, is that it really opens your eyes and opens your perception, you know. Oh, thanks, Anuna. You like my Sanskrit. Epic. Yeah, so if you would be interested in reading more of the Bhagavad Gita, check out the book club video that I made. It's just a 1 minute and 8-second video that describes what we're going to do there. And yeah, that would be great to see you all there. Let's see if there are any questions. I think our friend from Germany, where are you from in Germany, by the way, if you're still around, Karpa Tarot, you recommended this verse from the second chapter, 62nd verse. Let me check it out quickly. If we are coming from Krishna, then how Krishna will come in the universe? Study is asking. I don't quite see the... you're from Frankfurt. Cool. So 62nd verse. I don't really see the contradiction. I mean, Krishna can come... I think some incarnations, they come from like the body of Lord Brahma directly. Like there's an incarnation of Krishna, Varaha, oink oink, Lord Boar. He came from the nostril of Brahma, so he can come and anyway, you know. It's like, I see that, like, let's say, I don't know, let's take like Jeff Bezos, for example. Like, if he decides to come to any of the warehouses, thank you, Curiosity, for the extra contribution. Please tell me, when will I get mental peace? Okay, I can flip a card for you right after this analogy, after we read this verse. If Jeff decides to go to any of Amazon's warehouses, he doesn't have to use the main entrance or a specific entrance. He can use any of the entrances because he has all the keys, you know. So similarly, God, you know, he can come in any way. It's not necessarily for him to come in a specific way in a specific time, although he does follow a particular schedule. How I understand it is that if God will not follow a particular schedule, then it will be very easy for just like a regular person to come and to say like, actually, I'm God and I came and you did not expect me, so never mind, I'm still God. But no, even God, he follows some schedule. So he can build trust with us. Even God takes care of that. How to contain sexual energy, the struggle of sexual repression. Oh, okay. I was actually about to publish this video and I didn't finish edited that, and then I kind of left it out. Oh, thank you, Avnish. What's the difference between retention and repression? Because when we retain, when we build up a container, a storage of energy, we can actually utilize it for a benefit. But when we fail to do that, it can create some difficulties. It can create, some people say health problems, and some people say anger problems, and yeah, it's all there. It must be dovetailed. Like I think like a similar example with a cow. When the cow is not giving milk, although she wants to, she's gonna get sick and die. So men, especially men, all of us, but especially men, have this sort of like ability to store and regenerate sexual energy and turn it into action, right? In the same Bhagavad Gita, Krishna explains how I am the ability in men, right? So the ability comes from the man's ability to synergize and retain the power that he gets from God. Okay, 60. What was the 62nd verse? Okay. While contemplating the object of the senses, a person develops attachments from them. From such attachment, lust develops, and from lust, anger arises. Great. So that's exactly about that. So if we repress, how we know that we repress, that we become more angry, we become easily agitated by some external objects. The more we retain, the more we actually are owning that power, and the more we focus on what we do, and less we are disturbed and distracted. So thanks for pointing out this verse, because it kind of answered the question that one of the previous viewers asked. Lipun. What do I think about the universe time cycles as 4 yugas? That's a pretty cool concept. It was like the first time I heard that. You can read about it in the 4th chapter of this Bhagavad Gita, how the Vedic paradigm of thinking is cyclical as opposed to one direction, like we hear in like the biblical studies, or even the scientists, right? In modern science, we hear about the Big Bang, and after the Big Bang, they're gonna after this, from nothingness came something. There is a immersed creation of universes and of I don't know if they say exactly universes, but they do say that this universe is created from there, and then we developing, and that's about it, right? But no, the Vedic time paradigm explains that no, we all going back and forth into these cycles of different time atmospheres, however you will call them. There are 4 yugas, right? And each yuga has a specific duration, specific attributes, qualities, obstacles, and they all repeat themselves. So this notion of repeating itself, to me, it makes a lot of sense, because we get a chance every time to be more responsible and more purposeful in our existence here, rather than you have one try, and if you don't make it, or if you're already about to miss it and fail it, so you might already just like stop trying. And I don't think that's what Krishna intended us to do. Okay, so we had a question by one of the super chat members that contributed. Curiosity decoded. Please tell me when will I get mental peace? So I'll be happy and honored to flip tarot card for you. At the end, we all go home to Krishna. Corn up. Yeah, it's sort of. I heard somewhere in the Vedas that the purpose of the material creation, that we all go there. It doesn't. At the same time, it doesn't mean that we go automatically, but it's like it built in such a way that we almost automatically develop the desire, because things are here, as you noticed, especially in the last 6 months, they're not very pleasant. Okay, curiosity, you still there? Rare souls. I'm very sick. You very sick, Arun? Oh, too bad. Mano sana sarashechu kachit yatati sidhaya yatatamapi sidhanam kachit mambeti tatvata. Waba. So I was asked to flip a card for curiosity. Who used the super chat, and he was asking when he would attain peace. So I opened the 7th chapter on the third verse of the 7th chapter, and let's see, maybe it's something that's going to touch you, curiosity. Let me know down in the comments if you ever read the Bhagavad Gita before. If you flipped through it, or you read it cover to cover. So the translation is, out of many thousands among men, one may endeavor for perfection, and out of those who have achieved perfection, hardly one knows me in truth. Yes, so for me, I kind of feel the notion of like patience. That it doesn't just take time, but it's very, very rare to even like to achieve perfection. We want to speak about know God in truth. Know God in truth. And attaining peace is just the beginning. One of the last verses in the Bhagavad Gita expresses how when we reach that state of non-duality, how does it go? Nasochati nakachati samasarvashu bhuteshu mad bhakti la bhakti param. When we reach the state of non-duality, then we can actually start the process of bhakti. Mad bhakti la bhakti param. So this is just the beginning, and peace is not necessarily the goal. I mean, look at the freaking Bhagavad Gita. It's a battlefield. People are killing each other, and massacres going on. Yet, these are the highest yogis that fighting there. So, what is that? Is that a contradiction? No, it's to prove. So, hello Raj, hello. It's to prove that peace is not the last aim. It's just the means. It's just like a tool that we can usurp to balance ourselves, to ground ourselves, to prepare for the real battle. War of Kurukshetra, right? Kurup. Yeah, I heard like 16 million or billion people died there, right? When will you publish video about sexual energies? Oh, okay. Yeah, it's not exactly my video. It's an interview that I did with Nakul Das. You can check out his YouTube channel. He specifically speaks about how to help men deal with that, and I found it useful because I'm not a brahmachari, I'm not a monk anymore, and I'm planning to get married. And yeah, sex is not something out of the questions. This is what happens in married life, and yet to find a way how not to be depleted in that, it's very challenging, especially in terms of society and how it's based, and it's so much centered around sex. And it's an obstacle. So yeah, you can check out his channel in the meantime, and yeah, I'm certainly going to publish the video of my interviewing him about this. Why am I not vegan? I'm not vegan simply because Krishna is not vegan. as like a practitioner of bhakti yoga, we one of the practices is to offer God food stuff, and Krishna asks to give him milk, and we give him milk. You know, if Krishna would ask something else, we'll give him something else. If he would ask to, I mean, sometimes I do offer vegan preparations. It's not that my purpose is not to be vegan, but that's just what Krishna asks. Thanks for the question. What do I think about Kalki? Kalki. Okay, Jai Simha. I'm gonna flip a card for you right after. Kalki. It's interesting. It seems there are parallels between Kalki and like that Jesus comes on the white horse in the end of times, right? And sometimes it's like a relatable subject for to speak with our Christian brothers. So, okay, Jai Simha was asking to flip a card. When I will come out of Maya and my attachment I surrender to the Lord. I'm trying so much. Maya distracting me every time. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Protection. So let's see which verse is that. Jai Simha. It's interesting that your name is Jai Simha, and look at the card. It's Narasimha. Epic. So this is the 22nd verse from the 9th chapter. Oh, this is a sweet chapter. What's your favorite chapter of the Bhagavad Gita? Let me know down in the comments. And why, of course. So the 22nd verse reads, "But those who worship me with devotion, meditating on my transcendental form to them, I carry what they lack and preserve what they have." Purport by Srila Prabhupada. One who is unable to live for a moment without Krishna consciousness cannot but think of Krishna 24 hours. Being engaged in devotional service by hearing, chanting, remembering, offering prayers, worshipping, serving the lotus feet of the Lord, rendering other services, cultivating friendship, and surrendering fully to the Lord. Such activities are all auspicious and full of spiritual potencies. Indeed, they make the devotee perfect in self-realization. Then his only desire is to achieve the association of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That's right on your question, Simha. This is called yoga. By the mercy of the Lord, such devotee never comes back to this material condition of life. Kshama refers to the merciful protection of the Lord. The Lord helps the devotee to achieve Krishna consciousness by yoga, and when he becomes fully Krishna conscious, the Lord protects him from falling down to the miserable, conditioned life. Falling down, by the miserable condition of life. So I find it very instructing towards, like, around your question. You asked how when you will come out of Maya and you want to be more attached. So yeah, there is a specific way how to do it. It's be observed in the 9 processes of devotional service. It's so epic that the illustration here is of Prahlad Maharaj. Prahlad, and your name is Simha, and Prahlad Maharaj, he spoke this verse that devotional service executed in 9 different aspects of devotional service. Kirtanam, Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Pada Sevanam, Archanam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Atma Nivedanam. Maybe I missed one of them. But yeah, it's chanting. You can chant. You can practically immerse yourself more in a practice and get closer. Either by hearing, like we do now. We hear the Bhagavad Gita. We chant. We chanted before. I don't know if you were here before. Hearing, chanting, remembering, worshipping the deity, the form of God. This is, in one of the videos that I seen that some of you liked, the video about me going to the rally. Or just like me at the speaker's corner, right? One of the Muslim preachers, they asked me, why did I pick up like the Vedic? He called it the Hindu religion. We know, and both he actually admitted that no, there's no such thing as Hindu religion. It's actually the Vedic culture, Sanatana Dharma. So in the Vedic culture, I forgot what I was saying. I got blacked out. Just see. Anyone remembers what I was saying? I want to be my partner for daily activities. I'll join the book club. It's not daily, but it's weekly. You want to distribute Bhagavad Gitas with me? Great. Me too. Love from Pakistan. Epic. Never been to Pakistan. Raghupati Raghava Rakshama Patita Pavana Sitaram. Raghupati Raghava Rakshama Atita Pavana Sitaram. Sitaram, Sitaram, Atita Pavana Sitaram. Thank you, Agantai. Raghupati Raghava Rakshama Atita Pavana Sitaram. Raghupati Raghava Rakshama Atita Pavana Sitaram. Raghupati Raghava Rakshama Atita Pavana Sitaram. Sitaram, Sitaram, Atita Pavana Sitaram. Hey Sam. How are you, Sam? Jagadish. Thank you everyone who is joining now and who joined before to congratulate me for 90,000 subscribers, and it's really all thanks to you. I have very little to sort of be accounted for. I didn't click on the subscribe button 90,000 times myself. It's all thanks to great friends like you. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Oh, my friend that I did an interview about retention versus repression is called Nakul Das. You can check out his channel. Or Nick Ferreira. I think it's Nakul Das. The card you picked contained my favorite form of the Lord and one of my favorite verses. Exactly the answer I needed. You made my day. That's so epic. I really like these sessions because of serendipity instances like this as such. really inspiring to continue. What do you think, Jai Simha? Thank you, by the way, for the second your extra super chat contribution. What do you think, Jai Simha? Should we do a tarot reading on the 100,000 when we reach 100,000 subscribers too? A card from Mahesh. Okay. Anything about your career? You would like to ask something, the Bhagavad Gita, about your career? Sure. So I'm glad that the Tarot Bhagavad Gita is catching up. People are asking questions, and I'm feeling enthused to see what Lord Krishna wants to tell you. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. The gates to hell. Oh my God, sounds like a heavy card. So that's the 16th verse, 16th chapter, 22nd verse. I have here on Sanskrit. Who reads here Sanskrit? I don't know how to read the Sanskrit, but I know how to pronounce it more or less. Let's find this verse. Mail ID. Yes, I remember you. I remember you from like probably my first live stream. Remind me where you're from. Yeah, thanks for everyone, by the way. I didn't thank to the all-time subscribers who joined before I had 100 subscribers. Anyone here before I had 100 subscribers? Career, gate to hell. Yeah, I mean, let's see. I mean, the verse is the 16th verse of the 21st verse of the 16th chapter. Maybe it's not so bad. I mean, the chapter is quite heavy by itself. It's about divine and demoniac natures. I mean, I can get in the sense that it's like it's a fine ground there. What to work. Nepal, right? From Nepal. I think I remember you. Yeah. So I wanted to thank subscribers like you, like Mail ID, who joined me. I think in the first like 1,000 subscribers, and the first 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, 50,000, 60,000, 70,000, 80,000, and 90,000, and 91,000 because we already passed. So the last 1,000 and the first 1,000, I want to give you a really warm place in my heart, because without you, I would not be able to click the subscribe button for 91,000 times. So thank you so much for making this little gesture. It really helps me to continue and be more enthusiastic about what I do here, and sharing the videos, of course. If you like and share this video or others' video, you can pick a video, whichever video you like, maybe from the philosophy section, maybe from the books and bombs section, maybe from the traveling section, maybe from the live stream section, and share it with your friends. I'll really, 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 really appreciate that. So the 21st verse is, there are 3 gates leading to this hell: lust, anger, and greed. Every sane man should give these up, for they lead to the degradation of the soul. Purport by Prabhupada, His Divine Grace. I see Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. The beginning of demonic life is described herein. One tries to satisfy his lust, and when he cannot, anger and greed arise. A sane man who does not want to glide down to the species of demoniac life must try to give up these 3 enemies, which can kill the self to such an extent that there will be no possibility of liberation from this material entanglement. I mean, in terms of career, because I've seen some of you ask that question about career, and this verse, I think, points a very important aspect of choosing a career, is not to choose it out of greediness or lust. Not to choose it because I'm gonna look good and many women will like me, or many men will be like jealous of me that I have this position, or to choose it not because of the money that you're gonna make there. Like the whole system now it's so like opposite down, because we choose career many times not because of how we really like what we do, but how much money we really get from there. Like the whole equality for our happiness lays now in like how much money I make, right? So this is not the way how to pick up a career. The way to pick up a career is, first of all, to do what you love. There is a saying, do what you love and you will never have to work again. I mean, work in the field that you love. How to find that? That's a topic for another live stream, I think. I'm following you from a long time. Nice. You remember which, Vera Bagu, you remember which like subscription slot like you came? Before 1,000, before 10,000, before 20,000, 30,000? What do I like the most about Krishna? I like his human side a lot. How human he is. You know, like in the Bible, I read in the Bible, some of you asked me about my religious background, and I shared that my religious background is Jewish, that I grew up in Israel, and there, regardless of you being Jewish or not, everyone is taught the Bible, the Old Testament specifically, and in Old Testament it written how we were created in the image of God, yet the image is not there. And here you are, you have the image of God, Krishna, and he looks just like us, except that he's blue, right? But yeah, his human side, his authentic human side is very touching. Thank you for this personal question. I appreciate that. Watching videos from streets of Israel chanting Hare Krishna. Epic. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching my videos, subscribing, hitting the notification button, and sharing it with your friends, you know, asking them maybe to subscribe. When do you think, how long, okay, now the real question I wanted to ask you, sorry for the finger, I heard it's not a good thing, but I wanted to ask you, how long do you think it's going to take me to reach 100,000 subscribers? Or I would say more specifically, 108,000 subscribers. Dragon, you here from the very beginning of the stream. Thank you so much for keeping it fresh in the comment section too. Interacting with everyone. Mark is still here too. Epic. True, he's blue. Why blue? Yeah, that's an interesting question. I mean, I know why the neck of Shiva is blue, right? Because he swallowed some poison, right? And why Krishna is blue, I never really heard a specific explanation to why he is exactly blue. But philosophically, I like to answer things like, usually I like to get a more philosophical answer rather than like, this is because of that and this is because of that, and you know, or someone told me that. It's like philosophically, I think it's more grounding for me personally. Rather than traditionally through stories like that, but very early. Another round. Yeah, cool. I'm glad you like the idea. Will you come? Who's gonna come for the 100,000 subscriber party? Maybe I invite some friends when I reach 100,000 subscribers. We're gonna do Chat Noir. I remember you. Been a while. I think I've seen you in some of my streams before. So yeah, why Krishna is blue, how philosophically I like to approach that is that we all have a favorite color, or we have a favorite appearance, and imagine you can choose how you look like. I mean, you can choose your eyebrows, you can choose your lips, you can choose the color of your skin, the tone of the skin. Like, I didn't choose to be like white or yellow or, you know, black or white or orange, or like the hair, the color of my hair. I didn't choose. It was chosen for me. But if you could, right? So you can like be in that question for like a few seconds. If you could choose your color, or if you could choose, sorry, I jumped. If you could choose your appearance, physical appearance. Now, the definition of God, that he is in charge of everything, right? And he is in charge to the details of his personal appearance. So that's kind of my understanding, that he chose that color for himself because he liked that specific color. He liked that appearance. So it's part. I see that as part of the of the independence of God. There is a Sanskrit word that's called svarat. Svarat means independent. So God is fully independent to appear as He would like to appear. So we have 14 more minutes to go. I was planning to have the stream going for till 4:30 p.m. Eastern time. What is your time zone, by the way? I see many subscribers from India. I think Mark said he's from North Carolina. We had some from England. Let me get to know you a bit better here. Some mail ID from Nepal. It's a long time subscriber. Any long time subscribers from like 1,000 subscribers below? 1:46 a.m. Oh my God! Thanks for sticking around. I hope you still will be able to get a good rest. More often. You would like more often streams. You know what? I'm thinking about actually maybe at least to make this sort of commitment or like endeavor to make a more firm relationship with you until we reach 100,000. Until I reach 100 subscribers, I do at least 3 more live streams. What do you think about that? Raghupati Raghava Rakshama Atita Pavana Sitaram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Thank you, Mahesh, for the extra contribution and asking a question about your future. Sure, let's pull an extra card. I'm gonna go for another 11 minutes. So, if you have any questions to the Bhagavad Gita tarot cards, let me know. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Whoops. Where was the card? This card, here. Oh, transmigration! Epic. Someone asked about the future. Mahesh asked me about the future. Transmigration. So it's the second verse, the 30th verse. It goes like this. Deyasmin yata dehe komaram yomaram jara tatha dehantara praptir dirastatha namuyantir. And the translation is that as the embodied soul goes from childhood body to mature body to grown-up body to old age, similarly it passes to another body by the time of death. So the future, I was with my friend, a monk friend, in the bus once, and he was sitting next to someone who was like into astrology. She was like speaking about astrology out loud or like looking at an astrology book. I don't actually remember what was happening there. He intervened with her discussion about astrology, and he told her, I know the future. He told her, I know the future. And then she's like, yes, what's the future? And he says, we all gonna die. Yes, it's like that's the future, but the question is like, yeah, where are we going? Where are we transmigrating? So to understand where are we transmigrating, that's why the Bhagavad Gita is there. That's why this great book of knowledge was given to us to understand the science of transmigration, of karma, of incarnations. Not out of sentiment. I believe in karma. And, it's not that simple. There's a saying in the Vedic literatures that even the great sages, they're not aware about the rules and dealings of karma. So it's such an important thing because we're all wondering about the future, right? Like now, like we have no idea what's going to happen, right? But if we know the formula by which things are occurring, we can be very, very tranquil and peaceful. And someone asked you about inner peace, right? I think curiosity asks knowledge. Disturbance is due to ignorance. So long we expand our knowledge, expand our wisdom, we're going to be less disturbed. And yes, I invite all of you to come and join me in the Bhagavad Gita book club. We're going to start next Saturday. If you're interested, email me. You can check out the video. I published the video. It's just 1 minute and 8 seconds long about that. I'm asking 3 questions, and to email me the answer to these 3 questions so we get to know each other a little bit. And I'm going to send you more information about that course. Thank you, Mina. Minmay. If we'll donate you, sir. I want to get a job, and you think if you donate me, you're gonna get it. I don't know. Don't count on that. just be detached. You get the job or not. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Significance of 108. Yeah, there's an epic video series by Praven Mohan. He is in my future channels. He's not really like I wish I would be his friend. He really seems like a really cool guy. Some of you probably know him. We have like a similar interest field of view. And I watch his videos regularly, and he has a video series about the significance of 108 and how everything can be explained through 108. It's kind of like Fibonacci, but even more intricate and important. Like medicine is based on that, relationships are based on that, science is based on that. Really, really fascinating. Highly recommend you to go and check him out. It's Praven Mohan. That's his YouTube channel name. It used to be called Transcendental Traveling or something like that. Or yeah, it's an archaeology channel. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Okay. Thank you, my lady. Yeah, sure, anytime. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Spirit, at the moment I live in Florida, Alachua. There's a big devotional community here, which I'm very proud and honored to be part of. Yes. Yeah, thank you, Mel, for clarifying. I got you. Once you get a job, you'll be more inclined to donate something. Well, anytime. You're always welcome. Doesn't matter when, just from the heart. That's the most important. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Thank you, Curiosity. Hare Hare. So we're about to wind up this 90,000 meetup. Thank you so much for attending, sharing, liking, subscribing, of course. That's what is it for, to thank the subscribers. I'm really, really grateful for having you in my life. I think without putting myself here on YouTube and making a relationship with you, I'll be really somewhere else. And you really helped me out. So thank you so much for being present, for watching the videos and sharing them, commenting on them. Thank you, Abhay. Abhinay, sorry. And I think Curiosity or someone asked me to make streams before I reach 100,000, so no problem, you got it. We're gonna do more streams before, because I really like this interaction we had. Oh, Shrey, you want me to pick a card? I'm gonna chant just for a second, and we're gonna close the stream for like 2-3 minutes. But I promise if you join me the next time, I'm gonna remember you, and I'm gonna pick a card for you right away when I see you in the live chat. Okay? So, I'm not gonna put you down, let you down. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Thank you so much for joining, everybody. Much love. Stay blessed. And of course, chant Hare Krishna. And stay high forever. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Everybody, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna